I spent the last month or so building this twice monitor, or basically just an ambient display that could play anything that I'm interested in, kind of using it as a room decoration. I'm going to spend most of this video rambling about the process of making it and the problems I went through, but if you don't want to sit through all that, just check out the GitHub in the description. I just went through everything that you need to make it, all the materials, all the tools, that kind of thing. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in making one for yourself. But if you're willing to stick around for just kind of a vlog style talking video, let's get started. Hey guys, so I didn't really have much in mind for this video, but I just decided to show you guys this thing I made recently. So I made this thing called a twice monitor, but it's really just a little device that auto plays anything that you want online in full screen and without you having to put in any input or anything like that. And so, actually, I'm gonna go through all the problems I had with it, because you know what, it's a pretty simple project, but I had way more problems with this than you would have expected. So I'm just gonna ramble on about that for a few minutes, and if you feel like watching, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think the number one problem was when I was trying to get the display to work. I was just using Gemini to kind of figure out like what software I need to download onto the Pi. And so the big problem with this was it kept telling me to use this thing called, I think it was FBPC or something like that. The problem with that was when I went to the website to actually look at those drivers, because it just wasn't working on my Pi after trying for like days. Those drivers were retired for like 3 years now. So the problem with that is you don't want to use drivers that don't work, and it'll just waste your time. So I would say one big takeaway I got from this was to just not always use Gemini 100% and trust it all of the time. If you can, first try to look up the problem just with a regular Google search from a real person. It seems to work a little better. Okay, let's see what others we had problem with. Oh, actually getting the Pi to work fast enough to open the website without like getting bogged down, because the Pi 02 isn't like that strong of a device. So what I ended up doing was I looked up for like the most minimal operating system I could find for the Pi, which ended up being something called Diet Pi OS. And this was great. It had no desktop or anything like that to bog down the Pi speed, and so it worked out pretty well. And pairing that with Chromium, a lightweight browser as well, it worked out pretty well. I didn't do any overclocking or anything on the Raspberry Pi, and I think it would help because it's still giving a little bit of buffering here and there. I would show you guys right now, but I don't have a cord long enough to move the screen. I'll show you guys at the end. What else? Oh, another thing that was really annoying was getting the soldering to work. So I had gotten all the stuff working, and it was just like in the breadboard and just using jumper cables, but I wanted to be a lower profile build so it didn't take up so much space. And so for that, I had to solder. And I'll actually show you. Hold on. I think I have my... No, I don't have it out. I'll still show you. Hold on. Alright, so this was the first screen I had used. And the reason why it's in the... why it's in my toolkit and not in the Pi is because this one actually like fried out a little bit. Let's see if it'll focus. So I don't know if you can tell, but basically like this part here, I had it on too high of a temperature, and it like burned out the the tin that normally the solder can like go onto and like grab it. If you don't know what solder is, it's kind of like a glue. It's basically like a metal glue that you heat up really quickly, and then when it cools down, it like sticks things together for electrical like bonds. But yeah, I completely fried that, and so it wasn't sticking anymore. And so I don't know if there's a way to fix this. I'm gonna keep it just in case, but I luckily had two because they were so cheap. They came in a 2-pack, so I just did it better on the second one. But for recommendations for soldering, I would say to fix it or to make it easier, remove the plastic headers first. I should have kept that one there to show you guys. Actually, I didn't have any more. There's like these little plastic things on the pins. If you just use a pliers or something and take them out first, it makes it a lot easier. Also, if you can control the temperature on your soldering iron, try to stay within like the 500 to 600 range. Lower honestly if you're not impatient. Because if you have it too high, that's when you could start like damaging the board and end up like me with a broken display. Okay. Let's see what other problems I've had. I think the biggest problem that I had was getting it to fit entirely on the screen. The biggest problem was when I my biggest problem when I hooked it up to the display was that it was getting cut off, right? So like I could see like half the video, or like some of the video was more centered off the screen than on the screen. And so to solve that, I really couldn't find any easy way like to center it like with a command or something. So I literally like moved the position of the window like pixel by pixel over the span of like an hour, just changing the pixel, rebooting it, seeing if it looks on point, another like such and such, and just keep repeating that until I finally got something that looks like pretty center. And to me, I think it looks pretty good. I can't tell that it's uncentered, so I think I got it pretty right. It was worth the time, but I wish you didn't have to do it manually. That just took so much time. Okay, but with that, I just wanted to show you guys something that I was working on, just to show off my interests in my room, because I really have plain walls, as you can see. I have like nothing up, so I want to start filling them out and showing off more of my personality with my decorations. But some things I wanted to show off here is this twice monitor. Okay, so I basically, because it was so much work, I made a GitHub. First time ever making a GitHub. Just decided to do it for this one for some reason. And basically it just goes through like the whole thing, how I made it, what you need to buy if you want to make one for yourself, that kind of thing. All the code, everything. If you follow the step by step, you'll be able to make your own. And yeah, I just thought might as well share this because I tried looking for this kind of thing online as well. But every other video I've seen, they use a different screen. Not many people use the ILI 9341 display that I use. They typically use something a little bit more expensive, which I'd like to save money, so I did the cheapest one I can get. But yeah, and this one also takes you through like everything, because a lot of the wiring diagrams I saw were wrong. But now I got you guys. This wiring diagram is huge for me. I referenced it multiple times when I realized I put stuff in the wrong place. And so yeah, here's a neat little everything. I also, oh no, why did I do that? Okay. I also included like these images here. That's not what I meant to say. I also included the CAD files for you guys to print out if you guys wanted to have it like how mine is, but you can have it any way that you guys want. I included this little extrusion here on the back plate because I wanted to mount it on my wall with a command strip. I'm not really a holes kind of guy. I don't like using screws, so we'll see. I hope it withstands. I use a stronger rated command strip, like a 20 pound. That's should be good, but I'm still waiting for a long enough cord to be able to plug it in and have it be powered while on the wall. So I'll let you guys know when I get that set up. This one is pretty important though if you're running a Raspberry Pi 02 and the same Alien 9341 display, because it's just a simple bracket that you can put them on top of each other. It's nice because it keeps them really close without you having to take up a lot of space. Yeah, and so this is what I was able to make, and it's pretty nice just having this thing on the corner of my desk. It's very nice. I get to rewatch a lot of the moments of Time to Twice, the variety show I've been watching, and it's been a lot of fun. But thank you guys for watching and hearing me ramble about this thing I made for, like, I don't even know how long this video is. Let's see. 10 minutes. Oh no. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was kind of different. Usually I try to edit like everything and have it be more cohesive, but this time I was just like, I probably won't get it done in like a week, until like a week if I edit it and post it. So let's just do almost like a vlog style one where I just talk about it and my struggles with it. But I hope you guys found that entertaining. I don't know what I'm going to work on next or what I'm going to review next if I do another product review, but hope you guys stay interested. If you guys have any recommendations for me, just leave a comment and I'll check it out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.